so I'm going to try it right now. I'm going to face my fear that I might get it wrong. Is it Alexicos?
Perfect.
Okay. Well, Nicole, how long have you been in 4-H?
9 years.
Okay. And what county was it that you all were from? Scott County. Okay, so Nicole is going to do a speech tonight on do the right thing, come what may. Okay.
One-third of my generation is missing. One-third of my generation is not here today. One-third of my generation was killed before they were even born. Many people take abortion lightly, maybe because they do not realize the severity of the issue. Abortion is real. Abortion is murder. And since 1973, abortion has claimed almost 50 million innocent lives just in the United States. Why is this? A lot of it weighs on the most important question. Is the unborn baby human? Today I'd like to talk about the humanity of the unborn baby by going over why the unborn baby is human on the biological level. Then, with some logical deductions, illustrate the baby's humanity on the philosophical level. Finally, I will cover the spiritual issues against abortion. We begin with the baby's humanity on the physical level. What would you think a person would need to have in order to be classified as human? A brain? A heart? Blood? After about 18 days, the baby's heart begins beating and often pumping a different blood type than the mother's. A little over a month, the baby is thinking, for the brain is present at 6 weeks. They have fingernails at 11 weeks and eyelashes at 12 weeks. They hiccup, they sleep, they smile. They are fully human, and they are living beings like you and me. They have their own personalities. They have their own habits. In my first sonogram picture, I was sucking my thumb. Psalms 139:13 says, "For thou hast possessed my reins, thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made." If the newborn baby is human, why isn't the unborn baby? People have their own justifications for abortion, which brings me to my second point, arguments on the philosophical level. Stephen Schwartz, in his book, The Moral Questions of Abortion, says that the newborn baby and the unborn baby differ in 4 ways: size, environment, development, and dependency. If size makes you human, are adults more human than children? And if size determines humanity, football players would have to be the most human of all. What about environment? Does the unborn child contained in the womb suddenly become human when he exits the birth canal? Discover magazine ran an article on surgeries performed on unborn babies, only 21 to 24 weeks old. Doctors partially remove these babies from the womb to operate on spinal disc and repair herniated diaphragms. At only 21 weeks old, did these unborn babies become human when removed, then return to a fetus when they were replaced? Obviously not, so environment is then also irrelevant in defining human. Finally, development and dependency. The unborn child is less developed than the newborn child, and their dependency on their mother is greater. Does this make them less human? Studies show that people do not reach their peak of development till age 40. Does this mean those under the age of 40 are less human? What about those dependent on medications or pacemakers? Does their dependency on something else to live make them non-human? Surely not. So viability and development are then also irrelevant in defining human. So if all 4 are irrelevant in defining human, and we know the baby is human on the physical level, then let's move on to the final point, the spiritual or moral aspect against abortion. If the unborn baby is human, then killing the baby is murder. No matter what someone believes, most people will agree murder is wrong. When Noah left the ark, God gave him 2 commands: to produce life and to protect life. Genesis 9:7 says, "Be ye fruitful and multiply, bring forth abundantly in the earth and multiply therein." Just in the book of Genesis alone, God commands 5 times to be fruitful and multiply. I think there are 2 victims in abortion: the baby, and a lot of times, the mother. Girls that get abortions are not the women you see marching around the pro-choice rallies. These girls are young, scared, and they are fed the lie that abortion is not killing a baby. If it's not a baby, what is it? But they feel helpless, desperate, and abortion seems their only choice. Abortion clinics prey on teenage girls that have made a mistake. These girls are not evil. They wouldn't kill the baby if they truly understood it was a baby. But they are told that it is just a clump of tissue, and all they want to do is escape the consequences of their actions. So they buy the lie. The Bible views the life of the unborn baby as sacred and just as precious as the newborn baby. Psalms 127:3 says, "Lo, children are a heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward." If only more people understood that from the moment of conception, a baby is a living human being, abortion might be rethought by many people. Being pro-choice is a myth. You are either pro-life or pro-abortion. There is no choice. And if there is, where is the baby's choice? 1/3 of my generation is missing. 1/3 of my generation is not here today. Being pro-life means being pro-future, and the choices we make today will affect us and future generations the rest of our lives. I wasn't around in 1973 when the Supreme Court legalized abortion, but it is still affecting my culture, my nation, my world. 1/3 of my generation has been aborted. Thank you.